Hello beautiful makeup lovers, thank you so much for tuning in with me today and a very warm welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna do a will I buy it video, and I really love to do this ones and I love to chat about new makeup, so yeah, I am excited to do that. And I'm gonna start right off with one thing that has piqued my attention, and this is the new ColourPop stick foundation. It's gonna be vegan and it will only be $10 each, and it will be available on the 18th of October, which is today when I'm filming this, so yesterday when you're watching this. And yeah, so I think it's interesting that they came out with a stick foundation. They just came out this year with their no filter foundation, so I don't know, I don't think that I'm gonna pick this one up. I didn't even pick up the other one. I'm not super crazy about foundations in general, but I do find it interesting that they are now building up their no filter lines so big. I mean, it's ColourPop, so yeah, I expected, what did I expect? Like, it's ColourPop. But yeah, I am curious on the reviews on those. They do say it's a buildable formula that can be used to cover, conceal, contour and touch up throughout the day. It's supposed to be weightless, comfortable and has a flawless finish, of course. So yeah, I'm curious on the reviews of those. Like the no filter foundation, like the pump one, got a lot of mixed reviews. So I don't know about that one, how this is gonna go. Usually I'm also not a fan of stick foundations in general, so I don't feel bad passing on this, but I am curious on the reviews, as I said. So I'm gonna stay tuned for the reviews. The next thing I want to talk about is the new release of McGrath. So they brought out 3 new eyeshadow palettes, which are the small ones for each $55 US, and they have like the matching lipsticks to them, which is each $38. It's gonna be called the Subliminal, how do you say it? Subliminal Dark Star Palette, the Sublime Bronze Temptation Palette, and the Subversive Metalmorphosis palette. I'm sorry, that was very bumpy. Anyway, so McGrath is very expensive. $55 US for 6 shades. That's a price, you know. I do like the palettes. I don't think that I'm too fond of the blue one, but the other two, they do look really pretty, especially the red one. I think could be really fun if that green in there is like very nice. And I don't know, like the swatches, they look tempting, but probably I'm not gonna pick this up. I do plan to buy maybe ones from McGrath, but I'm not at this point yet. I think I'm waiting kind of like maybe have a Black Friday sale. That's the moment I go nuts. But for this moment now, I have to pass on this. I don't think they are like not nice or anything. I just think it's not within my reach at the moment. But I really do enjoy the McGrath aesthetics in general. I like to look at their releases. I think they're so beautiful and they have really beautiful colors going on. I'm a bit confused though about the lipsticks. I think they're like at least 5 shades there that I think they look the same. But okay, that's just pictures, so the reality could be different. But yeah, I'm not interested in the lipsticks anyway, but those palettes, they have me dreaming for a while, you know. So let's move on, so I don't feel more bad about that. And let's move on to Makeup Geek. So Makeup Geek came out with 9 new eyeshadow palettes in, I don't know if it's like a collaboration with Mars Fashion. They are available already on the Makeup Geek website for $35 US each, and they have like a variety of them. I hope I can put them all on the screen here. I have to say that none of them like truly speaks to me though. I don't feel like that I see one and think like, oh yeah, that's what I want to get. I wanted to try Makeup Geek for a while because I have never tried Makeup Geek. But yeah, when I scrolled through this, I did not think like, oh, okay, that could be a good start, you know. The only one that I find, as you can might guess, is the one with the 3 greens in it. That one looks cool, but it has like these 3 greens, and if I cover those, I'm like, nah, I don't really want that. So probably I'm not gonna pick those up. But yeah, but 9 new eyeshadows, yeah, that's kind of a thing, huh? Then, I know this has been already spoken about, but I really want to speak about, this is the Snow Angel palette, a holiday release, limited edition from Dose of Colors, and I so want to get that. When I saw it, I was like, yes! I always wanted to try these 5-pan palettes of them, and there's this one, it's called the Blushed Berries or something, but it hasn't been available on Beauty Bay for a while. Now I think it came in stock, so I'm probably gonna pick this one up together with the Blushed Berries one, and I'm super excited about to try this because I hear a lot of people talking about them, like a lot, and very different one, like very different people in the sense of they have very different makeup opinions. So I'm really excited to try this, and the Snow Angel one is really pretty. And I saw people speaking about it saying like, oh, they don't really get the color selection. But for me, I'm not intending to use this palette like just singly. I do think you can make looks only using this palette, but I do think that I would love that one like accompanying to like single shimmer shades that I have, because I have a lot of single shimmer shades but not too many single matte shades. So this would be a great one to put together with one of these shimmers that I have singly. That was very bad explained, I hope you get it. Yeah, so I'm excited for this. They also came out with the Pretty Cool palette, which is going to be permanent, which is basically cool tone browns. I am not interested in that one. I don't think I have to explain, but I do think if you're like into cool tone browns, and that could be an option for you. And like, I don't want to like come off like I despise browns or stuff. Like, I do like also neutral palettes, but I'm very selectively picking up neutral palettes, and this is not going to be one of them. I do think though that it's nice that they go a bit with the trend of cool toned eyeshadows, so yeah, it's a nice addition to the line that they have going on there. And you will be also able to buy them in a vault for the holidays, I think. Yes, it's for holidays. You can buy all of these 5-pan eyeshadow palettes except of the Snow Angel one, which is going to be limited edition. But the Pretty Cool and all the other 4 that they had before, you can buy in the vault for $109 US. So in case you always wanted to try this and you always wanted to have all of them, maybe that's an option for you for Christmas. And yeah, let's move on to the next thing. So this is a palette from Colored Rains that contains vivid pigments. So I don't know, like, I'm not really sure about this. It's like just putting all the vivid pigments in new palette that's already put together. They did say that they're not gonna sell, like, I read through the comments of this Instagram post from Colored Rain, and they said that they're not gonna continue like to sell them singly, but only like in this kind of palette from now on. So I guess this is not exactly a new release, but in a new concept. So I don't know, I have a couple of the vivid pigments from them. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the palette. I do like the vivid pigments, they are really nice, but I don't know if I need a whole palette from them. Like, I'm not super intrigued by all colors, and yeah, so maybe one day, but this is definitely something that doesn't get me going like, yeah, I need it. So probably I'm gonna pass on that one. Let's move on. So this one I found interesting because it says here this is a palette that's gonna be released from Strip Back Beauty, and it says it's called the NUU palette, and the glitters have real pieces of crystal in them. Is this something I want? Do I want glitters that's crystals? Like, I feel like, do I want to put something on my eyes that has crystals? I don't know. I don't think that's like, oh yay. I don't know. That's pretty strange to me. Like, I am tempted to pick up this palette just to know what that means. And if I'm going to scratch off my eyelids, if I'm going to put this glitters. Probably not, of course. But I don't know. I found this so weird. I read that and I was like, okay, you have to talk about that. I do like the color story, kind of. It's kind of like neutrals. Like, you have 12 neutrals there, and then you have 8 colorful shades there, except of the black matte. That's not a colorful shade, but anyway. And I don't know. I kind of, just how they said that, I feel like I want to try this, but I don't know. I have to see the price on this, to be honest. I don't know that brand either, Strip Back Beauty, but I will dig into it. What do you think? Do you want crystals on your eyelids? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, so let's move on. What did yeah, here. So Wet n Wild is coming out with liquid eyeshadows in 3 different finishes: shimmer, metallic, and cream, and also with some new catsuit lipsticks formulas or something. But I want to speak about the eyeshadow, or the liquid eyeshadows. So I have always a bit of a trouble with liquid eyeshadows, and usually, like the Stila ones, I have one Stila one, a whole one, and I do like that one, but I still don't feel like, oh, today I'm gonna pick that one. Sometimes when it comes to my mind and I haven't, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it today, but I don't know, I'm just not someone who gravitates a lot to liquid eyeshadows, but I do want to, because I think it opens a lot of other possibilities. So I have to see if they come to Beauty Bay, or they're gonna be stocked in the store that it sells it here in Barcelona. I probably pick up 1 or 2 just to toy around with them, because I maybe it's me just not being super good with liquid eyeshadows, or maybe it's just not me having found the right formula. But I don't know, like I want to still get more into the liquid eyeshadow game, and since Wet n Wild is really affordable, and I do think that they have like hidden gems in their collection, I do want to give this one a try. I think, I don't know, does it say how much they cost here? No, probably they're gonna be really affordable, so I'm gonna go for that. Then okay, next we have the new Davina Secret Diary collection, which seems to be all matte, and I like those. I really like those. This is a really pretty color selection, and sorry, I'm like, but somebody's keep on texting me and it's popping up on my screen, and I really like those. I like that you have this yellow in there, but also this more toned down yellows, so you can incorporate it a bit nicer in days that you want a pop of color but not too strong. And I also do like this berry row down there, this kind of tuned down greens. It does look really pretty. I'm really liking this. Maybe I'm gonna pick this one up. It's a maybe, because I don't know yet when I'm planning my US orders always a bit, so I can bulk them together and forward them all together. So I will have to see when I have enough stuff that I want to order from the US. So I'm probably not going to pick it up immediately, but I did want to have some, because most of the time when I pick up indie brands, I always pick up shimmers, because most indie brands offer a lot of shimmers but not too many mattes. I don't speak to all of them, yeah, but some of them tend to, and that's the one I mainly ordered from so far. So I want to have also some indie brand mattes, so I think that's a pretty good start there. And yeah, at one point I'm gonna pick this one up. I'm pretty sure about it. So let's see next. So this is a new release from Makeup Revolution. So Makeup Revolution, like I felt every time I was opening my Instagram, I saw this is new and this is new and this is new. And I don't know what they have been doing. Like they did like a whole relaunch to their one brand, the Obsession brand it's called, I believe. And anyway, I'm not going to get into all of this because that could be a whole video on its own. But I wanted to mention this release. This is their new collaboration with the Polish Instagram sensation Natalia Siwiecz.official, which I have to be honest, I don't know her. I did check her out. Her Instagram does look really pretty, I have to say that. So if you want to see some good eye looks, go over there. But the only thing I was like, another collaboration. I don't know, they bring out collaboration, like they bring out, I mean, like if you publish like 3 or 4 new releases each day, then probably you do release more collabs than other brands, but this is a bit crazy to me. Anyway, this is a 15 pan eyeshadow palette that they have there. And then they have kind of a face palette with, no, it's a highlighter palette. It's just a highlighter palette, the second one. And yeah, so I do think that those look kind of pretty. The palette is kind of neutrals with 3 pops of color, I would say. I'm not too interested in that, not because I don't think it's pretty. I mean, it's nice. I like the whole design of the palettes, but I don't think I want this at the moment in my collection. I do have quite some new eyeshadow palettes in my collection at the moment, so I don't feel like I want to have this right now. And I don't know, like if I would pick up everything that they come out with, I probably would be broke, even though it's so affordable. And yeah, so I'm gonna pass on those. But I do think that if you are into this kind of colors and everything, that could be a good try. I mean, it doesn't seem, it does look pretty. It's retailing for $15 US each, so that's pretty affordable. Let's move on. I wanted to speak about one more thing, maybe 2. Okay, the next one is the Autumn Reagan palette. I'm sorry, I have a lot of problems today speaking English properly, but this is the first shade reveal, or kind of also a bit more already, from the new Sydney Grace palette. And it's gonna be their first palette. So far they always sold singles, so I'm excited about the new of the further colors they're gonna reveal. It's gonna be total of 15 shades, and they are supposedly hoping to release in early November. So I don't know about that. I don't know, I never tried Sydney Grace to be honest, but I only heard good things about them, so a palette might be a good start. I don't know, lately I have been really starting to appreciate to pick up singles, because that doesn't just not, singles don't make your collection grow as crazy as palettes, obviously. So I don't know yet, I want to see the whole shade reveal, but it's nice that they come out with a first palette. This I also wanted to speak about. This is a holiday release from Joy Cosmetics, and it's gonna be the Making Magic eyeshadow palette, which is the ultra foiled formula, and also a new lipstick in the color Charmed, which is gonna be a soft pink, and a new lip topper in Ethereal. And yeah, so I don't know, they don't say the price here yet. It's an all shimmer palette. I don't know, like, it's not that I don't like all shimmer palettes. I do think they have their purpose, but I don't know, like, I never tried the Joya Cosmetics eyeshadow formula. I imagine it's gonna be pretty pricey, which for me, getting an all shimmer, like I do like all shimmer eyeshadow palettes, but I do believe that it doesn't have to always be like, that's definitely not the one I'm gonna go for the most. Like it has to be very, very special for me to say like, okay, that's something I really want to go for. It has to have like a lot of really nice shimmers. But here I feel like there is this, of course, this blue that I would feel drawn to. This kind of very yellowish gold looks really pretty. The purple looks pretty. And maybe also this kind of rosé one, but then it's like... And yeah, I think I'm not on the point that I want to buy this kind of palette, but if the shimmers speak to you, maybe it's a good pick. But for me personally, it's nothing that I feel like would make a good addition in my collection, so I am gonna skip on this one. So, one last thing I want to speak about is the holiday release from Morphe brushes. They're making a very big collection, which is called the Ignite the Night collection, and it's gonna be 2 eyeshadow palettes, a brush set, different lipsticks, like liquid lipsticks, the Molten Magic 12-piece lip collection, and yeah, everything is quite affordable. So they also have a face palette there and many things as Morphe style, lots of stuff. I'm probably not gonna pick this one up either. I'm really proud of myself. I'm passing on a lot of things and I'm trying to be a bit more responsible with my makeup purchases, so I feel like I'm doing a good job. I feel like I do. So basically why I'm skipping over this is, I mean, it's a bit smaller, the palettes, than they usually are. That's good. I like that. I don't know, I never tried Morphe, the actual brushes, so I don't think I'm going to start now. I don't know, like, I was talking about this once, about a video where I talked about brands that I never tried and why, and I was also talking about Morphe, and I said I'm just not someone who gets excited about brushes, makeup brushes. I'm just like, okay, brushes, I need them to do my makeup, but I'm not like crazy about them. I try to better my collection on them, but I just picked up a couple from Blush Tribe and I'm okay with this for now. And the face palette, I think the highlighter palette is not up my alley. It has a lot of tones where I think like this is I'm not gonna wear this. And the eyeshadow palettes, they are pretty, I have to say that. The color selection on especially the berry purpley bluish one is pretty nice, but I don't know, like I don't know why, but I just don't feel drawn to buy Morphe. I don't know why that is. I tried to explain it in that video that I mentioned, but every time I see something from Morphe released, I do think, I'm like, okay, I'll move on. I don't know why this is, and I don't want to speak about a brand badly that I never actually tried, so it's definitely not something rational. So if you want a more thought-through opinion if to buy this or not, probably you shouldn't come here. But personally, I'm gonna skip over this because this is too much, and yeah, I definitely have other things on my wish list that I feel more excited about, so that's it. So I'm gonna leave this Will I Buy It with a thing that I passed on because I like that makes me feel good. And yeah, so let me know what of the things that I showed here today you would like to buy, which you're gonna pass on, or what are makeup releases that you are excited about that I haven't talked about. I always love to chat about this, find out about new brands, new releases. I guess that's what the makeup world is about. Yeah, let me know. That would be great. So give this video please a thumbs up if you like this kind of videos. I would love if you consider subscribing to my channel so I can see you in my next video. Bye bye!